Ladies and gentlemen, friends, dreamers, overachievers, the mildly confused, the wildly ambitious, and yes, even those among us who still haven't figured out how to fold a fitted sheet. Don't worry, it's not you, it's the sheet. Welcome. You are exactly where you need to be. Let me start with a confession that may sound familiar. I once believed I had reached the peak of my potential. I thought, I'm doing okay. Things are fine. Why fix what isn't broken? But then I looked at my life and my phone, and I realized something strange and slightly disturbing. My phone gets upgraded more than I do. Think about that. We download updates regularly for our devices, iPhones, Androids, apps, browsers. We're constantly prompted to improve them. Bug fixes, performance improvements, security patches, new features. Meanwhile, we, the humans operating the devices, are walking around with the same mental software we've had since college or worse, high school. We spend hundreds upgrading to the latest phone, but can't spare 10 minutes to upgrade our thinking. We clean up our computers, but let the clutter sit in our minds. We refresh our Instagram feeds every hour, but when was the last time we refreshed ourselves? Today, I'm not here to offer you a new gadget, a fancy shortcut, or a self-help soundbite. I'm not here to upgrade your operating system or your phone's camera. I'm here to upgrade something far more powerful, your soul, your mindset, your habits, your life. This isn't an update that downloads overnight. It's a transformation, a decision, a shift. So, grab your curiosity, buckle up your courage, and let's dive into it, because this isn't just another speech. This is the keynote of your life. Welcome to your next version. Welcome to Upgrade Yourself. Let's talk truth. If your current habits, mindset, and routines were an operating system, would it be called version 1.0 or needs major fixes before it crashes again? We upgrade everything, cars, wardrobes, gadgets, but many of us haven't upgraded our personal growth since high school. Some of you peaked in 2009 and have been living off that prom photo ever since. Here's the thing, life is always moving. If you're not upgrading, you're outdated. And when you're outdated, you start buffering in real life. Have you ever met someone who's always loading? You ask them a question and they respond like, yeah, about that. Their life has a spinning wheel of death. Why? Because they stopped growing. And let me tell you a secret. The best thing you can upgrade in life isn't your car, your job, or your TikTok filter. It's you. If you think education ends after graduation, let me correct you with the love of 1,000 teachers and the energy of a kindergarten kid after chocolate milk. Education is a lifetime subscription. And good news, it's free. Unlike Netflix, it doesn't charge you monthly and then ask, are you still watching your own life? You can read books, watch documentaries, listen to podcasts, take online courses, and I know what you're thinking, but I don't have time. Really? You binge-watched an entire season of a crime drama where the killer was the neighbor's dog and somehow couldn't find 15 minutes a day to read something? Time is not the issue. Priorities are. Upgrade tip number 1, swap 30 minutes of mindless scrolling for 30 minutes of mindful reading. That's a master's degree in 6 months. Just don't try to put it on your resume unless you're applying at Hogwarts. Here's a quick mental exercise. Raise your hand if you've ever had one of these thoughts. I'm too old for that. I'm not good enough. I've never done that before. Congratulations, you're human. And now that we've diagnosed the virus in your system-limiting beliefs, it's time to uninstall them. Let me be blunt. Your mind is like a phone. You download things all day, news, gossip, negative self-talk. But do you ever clear your mental cache? No, that's why you're stuck. Upgrade tip number 2. Every morning, do a mental reset. Wake up, stretch, and say out loud, I am upgrading today. Even if your breath smells like defeat, say it. Mindset is not just positivity, it's software. And software needs updates. And when life gets hard, and it will, remember, even iPhones freeze. You don't throw them away, you restart. So don't throw away your dreams, just reboot. Let's talk habits, the quiet engineers of success. We live in a hype culture. Instagram highlights, YouTube millionaires, get rich in 7 days. But let me tell you something real. You don't need more motivation, you need systems. If motivation is the spark, habits are the fuel. And if you only have motivation, you'll get really hyped for a week, then crash into a bowl of ice cream wondering where it all went wrong. Upgrade tip number 3, build atomic habits, start small. Want to write a book? Start with a paragraph a day. Want to run a marathon? Walk a block first. Want to be a morning person? Try not screaming at your alarm like it owes you money. Consistency is your upgrade button. Click it daily. Listen closely. Some people in your life are like expired apps. They once had a purpose, but now they're crashing your system. Your circle is either upgrading you or draining your battery. We all have that one friend who shows up like a notification you don't need. Let's go out when you're trying to budget. Or you've changed when you start succeeding. Yes, I changed, I upgraded, you should too. Upgrade tip number 4. Surround yourself with people who clap when you win, coach when you fail, and never install malware in the form of gossip and doubt. Remember, birds of a feather may flock together, but eagles don't fly with pigeons. Let me clear up a huge myth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the tuition fee you pay on your journey. Failing isn't a sign that you're broken, it's a sign you're trying. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Can you imagine if he had social media? Tweet 1, bulb exploded again. Tweet 2 or 3, maybe I should just sell candles. Tweet 999, haters keep saying I'll never shine, watch me. Upgrade tip number 5, embrace failure like a professor. Learn from it. Let it grade your growth, not your worth. And please laugh at your mistakes. If you can't laugh at yourself, the internet will do it for you. Let's talk about one of the most powerful and overlooked tools for transformation, your language. The words you speak don't just describe your life, they shape it. They are the architecture of your reality. Every sentence, every phrase, every offhand joke you mutter about yourself plants a seed in your mind. So if you constantly say things like, I can't do that, I always mess up, or I'm just not that kind of person, don't be surprised when your life starts to mirror that script. The universe is listening, and trust me, it has an excellent memory. Words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. You are literally casting a spell every time you speak. The question is, are you casting a curse or a blessing? Here's the problem. We've been programmed to talk ourselves down. We use sarcasm to mask insecurity. We make self-deprecating jokes to seem relatable. We speak fear instead of faith. But the moment you realize that your words are programming your mind like code programs a computer, you'll start typing differently. Upgrade tip number 6. Speak in the language of growth. Start using words that empower rather than limit. Say, I'm learning instead of I don't know how. I'm becoming better instead of I'm just not good at this. I've got this instead of I always screw things up. And please, for the love of progress, stop saying it is what it is. No, it's what you make it. You are not a passive observer in life. You are the author, the narrator, the speaker of your own story. Upgrade your language and you'll upgrade your mindset. Upgrade your mindset and you'll upgrade your life. Speak wisely. Your future is listening. You can't be a high-performance machine if you're fueling your body with junk and moving less than a cactus. You want your life to run like a Tesla, but you treat your body like a beat-up lawnmower. Drink water, eat greens, stretch, sleep. I know, shocking advice, revolutionary. But if you're treating your health like a background app, it's going to crash your entire system. Upgrade tip number 7, prioritize health. Not just when you're sick, but always. Your body is your only permanent residence. Don't trash the place. Let's get real for a second. Some of you have been planning for years. You've got journals full of ideas, dreams, goals, but your action folder is empty. You don't need another vision board. You need a mission plan. Stop waiting for the right moment. There is no perfect version of Monday. The stars won't align just because your horoscope says so. The only thing standing between you and the upgraded version of yourself is execution. Upgrade tip number 8. Take messy action. It's okay to launch before you're ready. If you wait until it's perfect, you'll die with a perfect idea no one ever saw. Remember, Google started as a project. Netflix mailed DVDs. Beyonce was once in a group called Girls Time that lost on Star Search. Everyone starts somewhere. Let's not forget to laugh, my friends. Growth is serious, but it doesn't have to be sour. Laugh at the chaos, chuckle through the pain, giggle through the awkward glow-ups. Humor is the oil in your upgrade engine. Without it, everything squeaks. I once tried meditating and ended up falling asleep face down into my dog's water bowl. Enlightenment? Maybe not, but now I know not to do yoga with pets. Don't take yourself too seriously. You're evolving, not auditioning for sainthood. Let me end with this. One day, you and I will become memories. Our names, photos, maybe even this speech will fade. But how you lived, the kindness you gave, the dreams you chased, the lives you touched, that's the real upgrade. Don't just upgrade for yourself. Upgrade for the people watching you, your children, your friends, your future self. Be the blueprint someone else follows when they're lost. Because here's the truth. When you upgrade yourself, you give permission for others to rise with you. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow humans in various states of progress, you are not stuck. You are just in a version of yourself that's waiting for an update, and that update doesn't come from the outside, it comes from within. So today, let's stop lagging behind our potential. Let's stop buffering in fear, glitching in insecurity, and crashing in comparison. Let's commit to the upgrade, because the world doesn't need a perfect you. It needs the evolving, improving, funny, fearless, flawed, and fierce you. Thank you. Now go out there and upgrade yourself.